Welcome to Reading Circle. This week we are focusing on the letter M, and we're also thinking about how we can make the world a better place for everyone. This book has a girl whose name starts with the letter M, Mary, and she wants to help make the world better for all boys and girls by just changing what she wears. So in this story, we're going to pay close attention to how Mary stands up for what she thinks is right. The book is called Mary Wears What She Wants. Here she is right here. So let's see what happens. In the end pages, you'll notice that it says boys' clothes, girls' clothes. What do you think? Are these boys' clothes and these are girls' clothes? Well, let's see what Mary thinks about that. Once upon a time, but not too long ago, girls weren't allowed to wear pants. Can you imagine? That is true. Girls couldn't wear pants a long time ago. Here they are in dresses. Look at the boys. They look very comfortable running around and playing. Mary doesn't look so happy. The only thing girls could wear were uncomfortable dresses, heavy and hot and hard to breathe in dresses, tied too tight and can't bend over dresses. It's the way things have always been and the way things will always be, they said, and no one thought it should be any different. Actually, that last part is not entirely true. Mary thought it should be different, and she had an idea. Here they are going to school. For some reason, the girls look kind of unhappy during playtime, but the boys are having fun. Could it be because they can't really run in their dresses? A very daring idea. What do you think she's gonna do? I think she's gonna put on those pants. A great idea. Mary liked it so much, she went into town to show everyone. She looks pretty proud of herself. It was kind of a big deal. They're saying, oh, look at her. What is she wearing? And not everyone liked it. You're gonna regret wearing pants, Mary Walker, they all said. No, I won't, Mary said back. And they're throwing things at her. How rude. Oh no, she's trying to do something different than the way things have always been done, and they don't seem very happy about it. But she kind of did regret it. That means she kind of did wish she wouldn't have changed it. Mary didn't understand why everyone cared so much about what she wore. They've never seen a girl wearing pants before, said her father. Sometimes people get scared of what they don't understand. So I should go back to wearing dresses? Asked Mary. I didn't say that, said her dad. That night, Mary didn't get a wink of sleep. Seems like she's up thinking about wearing pants or going back to her dress. The next morning, Mary decided she didn't like being told what to wear. Pants were just plain better in all sorts of ways, and she left for school. She discovered she could even walk faster in pants. There she goes. Which Mary really appreciated. Look at all these people. They're actually protesting against her wearing pants. How funny. But when Mary got to school, it was more of the same. She started to worry this was how things were going to be from now on. And this says, no pants, real girls wear dresses, no pants, dresses forever. I'd like to go to school, please, said Mary. But you're wearing boys' clothes, they all said. I wonder what she'll say to them. I'm not wearing boys' clothes, said Mary. I'm wearing my clothes. Now, if you'll excuse me, please, I'm late for school. They're all shocked by what she said. And with that, she pushed through the door and went inside, prepared for even more of the same. Except it wasn't the same at all. Look, and it was never the same again. Look, there's other girls that are wearing pants too, and they look much more comfortable and happy. But look on this page. There's some girls wearing dresses and some girls wearing pants, and everybody's just wearing what they want. And here is a drawing of the real Mary Walker from when she was a little girl, and then she became a doctor. And look, as she grew older, and she was awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor. She was very proud and wore it every day. And at the time this book was written, she was the only one to have received that Medal of Honor for serving in the Army and helping save many people. But when she was very little, she stood up because she wanted to wear pants. She seems like a really brave person. What a great story about how we can stand up and speak up for what's right. Mary is really inspirational. And if you remember, our letter of the week is M. Mary begins with that letter. So let's practice writing some big letter M's today and have fun doing it too. Today, we're gonna be creating the letter M in 4 different ways. We're gonna trace it, cover it, tape it, and stamp it. Now, if you don't have all the supplies that I do, you can do other things, like you can use stickers, you can draw it, you can use Play-Doh and cover the letter that I have written. So there's all different things that you can do if you don't have the same exact materials. And I'm gonna start with let's see, I have these are for the stamping. I'm gonna do stamp dots, or I could use the letter M stamper. And for tracing, let's go to tracing. I could use these paint sticks, or just a marker is fine. And then tape, if you have any colored tape or decorative tape, or you can just use painter's tape. And then any small toys, I have these little square counters, but you can also use small toys or cereal or anything small that you can cover the letter M with. So I'm gonna start by using this paint stick because it's so much fun. And I'm gonna trace the letter M. So I'm gonna go up and then down. It's like the letter M is almost like 2 mountains when it's a big M. When it's a little M, it's like 2 little hills. So I traced it. If you want, you can trace it again with a different color and make it almost like a rainbow. Whee! Okay, let's go to cover it. For this one, I'm gonna use these counting squares. Get them all out. And I'm gonna build my letter M. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna start here, go up, and then I'm gonna go down, get those kind of lined up, and then go back up, climb the mountain, and then back down. That looks pretty good. So far, I've done 2. I did trace it and cover it. Now let's go to tape it. I think I'll use this decorative tape, and you might need a grown-up to help you if it's not easy to rip or it's hard to rip. And so with this one, you might just need to lay it down. You might do little bits and pieces at a time. I'll show you what I mean. So you might just have little pieces, and a little bit at a time you can go like this. Or if your grown-up helps you with a big piece, you can do 1 big piece at a time, like this. I'm gonna do little pieces again. That is a very festive M. Wow, it's like confetti or sprinkles all over it. If that was a cookie, I would eat it right up. Okay, now I'm gonna just take my finger and trace over my taped parts. Cool. All right, last one, we're gonna stamp it. Now, I have a couple of options here. I have these little stampers. They're really fun. And I even have a letter M stamper, so I could do this starting from the bottom, going up, up, up. Or if that doesn't show up as well, or maybe the stamp is just a little too small, you can use something like these dots, these dot stampers. You're gonna start at the bottom and just go up. This is also working on the strength in your hand to hold it and push it, and that's really good for kids to practice. Keep going. I'm getting faster at it as I go. And then back down the mountain. Look at that! We've made the letter M 4 different ways. That was really cool, and that's helping me remember that the letter M has 2 mountain-like points on it. So when I see it, I can identify it, and when I write it, I can remember the difference between an M and an N. Great work. Today we were inspired by Mary Walker, a real person who made a big change for all girls to finally wear pants. That was so neat. And we took her name, the first letter M, and we practiced making 4 different M's. We traced it, covered it, taped it, and stamped it. I hope you had fun making letter M's with me and you learned how you can also stand up for something you think we should change. Great work today, everyone. I'll see you next time.